Stell has arrived, and so has the Koopakin. What's going on? Happy Tuesday. Normally I don't stream on Tuesdays, but I figured, you know what? Why not? Why not actually do that? Do something. I'm a little bit late. I did not realize what time it was. Just like Review Tech, I got sucked into into Elden Ring. Yeehaw indeed, Sanity. Yeehaw indeed. So, but yeah, normally I don't stream on Tuesdays. I figured, you know what? Why not? Why not finish off the torture that is the Darkside Phil playing Breath of the Wild. I'm at like a quarter of the way done of that video. I had to stop after doing some goofs on Phil, but it wasn't anything spectacular of that in the end of that, but it was still a fun day. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, welcome to my world. I'm still going through him playing Breath of the Wild. I'm at like 36 minutes into that video, and I still have about halfway to go. So, I am not looking forward to it, but at the same time, I am. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of just cringe going on. It was a lot of cringe and just anger going on with that whole stream or with that video, because I'm a massive fucking Zelda nerd, and going through him playing Breath of the Wild, woof. It was hard. It was so fucking hard to go through watching him play, like, the beginning. Godspeed. Guess I'll suffer in chat with ya. Hell yeah, Sanity. You're gonna suffer with me. As long as nobody rage quits, or as long as I don't rage quit, because I was about close to rage quitting the idea of Phil just playing Breath of the Wild. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna suffer through DSP playing Breath of the Wild. Oh, and Discord is blocking my way. Get out of here, Discord. My bad. It always does that. But whatever. I guess I'll have to fix it later on. So, where was I? I don't remember whereabouts. I think he died. Oh yeah, he was trying to fight against the Guardian, and he was trying to figure out how to parry with the shield, and he failed spectacularly. Group chat linked. It was just something a friend of mine sent me, but it was also, I think it was about a video of Nintendo and the C button. With I don't understand that idea. I might actually put that up really quickly before we suffer through Darkside Phil. Let's take a look at this. Stop it. Let's take a look at this DSP video, or this video of the Nintendo's C button controversy. I'm just gonna quickly turn down the bitrate because I'm hella lagging. Let's put it back to here. Oh, okay. So let's get into looking at this video. Oh, and of course the audio is not being captured. Of course. Here we go. Fixed it.
Rock bottom, and that they can't make the Switch 2 debacle any worse, they open their mouths again and prove a saying that I have come to believe in strongly.
You can't fix stupid.
It was bad enough when Nintendo announced that they were upping the prices on the games for this new generation of console, and
yeah, and I talked about it yesterday too, that the prices are absurd, especially here in Canada. It's going to be like 120 something bucks for a video game, which I don't like at all. I mean, we're already in a financial crisis. Everybody is already in financial crisis as is. So, with the way that the prices of video games are being now, woof. Wait, what?
and in fact, they're making the physical copies of their games even more expensive than the digital copies. That was bad enough. But then they tried to explain themselves.
The Switch 2 exclusive Mario Kart World justifies its $80 price tag. Nintendo insists in first comments addressing cost controversy. Oh, yeah, Nintendo, you really gotta explain a little bit more as to why you're making the price that price.
One of their executives tried explaining why they decided to do this, but despite saying
his Discord was on screen for a few seconds. Yeah.
A whole bunch of words, the explanation ultimately amounted to them saying, the price is the price, and you're gonna pay.
It was my bad. It was, wait, what? What's going on? Don't tell me. Current bitrate is lower than recommended bitrate. Oh, fuck off. Like, it worked just fine. Why is... I swear to God, YouTube. It worked just fine before. This... Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna fix something really quickly. Bitrate is being... Or I'm getting a warning about the bitrate. So I'm just gonna... Oh, not that much. I'm just keeping it at the way it is. I'm keeping it at 9,000. I don't care.
Which has not gone over well, and I'm sure they've been thinking,
I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
Well, these same bozos have announced that they added what amounts to an
Nintendo have confirmed that Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will cost $10? Dude, why can't you just put it in for free? Like, that's stupid. Make it free. Holy shit.
Instruction manual for their fancy new console, but it's in software form.
Oh god, the lag.
And if you want to access it, then it costs $10. These guys at Nintendo are simply hell-bent on nickel and diming customers for every penny.
Just like Phil, but we're gonna get to that later. But, oh my god.
Which leads me to what we are just now getting confirmed.
Nintendo is they are. Nintendo is fucking batshit insane to think that that is okay. Like, can we just get another video game crash out of the way? Can we just get the crash of 2026 and make Nintendo just cursed and bankrupt? I'm kidding. Oh. Oops.
Directly from Nintendo themselves, there will in fact be a button on the Switch 2 controller.
Nintendo confirms you will have to pay to use the Nintendo Switch 2's C button. Just get rid of Nintendo as a company already. Yeah. The dedicated game chat button will require a monthly fee. Here's a solution if you want to not pay the fee. Use Discord. Don't pay Nintendo's stupid C button. Like, the fact that you have to pay a monthly fee just to use a fucking button? I'm now kind of reconsidering the me wanting to get a Switch 2 now because of just this. Nintendo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is just like this is Sony levels of just ugh.
Which doesn't do anything unless you shell out money for a subscription service.
Fuck off.
You greedy dirtbag!
This was discussed right when the system was first revealed, but I personally dismissed it as a misunderstanding.
Steam Deck looking real compelling right now. It is. I mean, I already have a Steam Deck, and yeah, I'm sticking with it.
Surely, Nintendo was not that foolish.
Oh god. Lag. Stop it.
Surely, they would never bog down their usually sleek and often well put together controller designs with a greed button. I waited for an explanation before discussing this, but now that I have one, well, I have to say, as much as I have loved Nintendo for the vast majority of my life, it saddens me to say that at this point, I really hope that gamers are able to send them a crystal clear message when the Switch 2 releases.
Welcome to Earth.
Nice. But yeah, that's ridiculous that Nintendo is going to be charging you for a fucking button in order to use game chat when you know you could just use Discord for free. Use Discord and not pay however much Nintendo is going to charge, unless if they are going to say like, oh, you just need a Nintendo account in order to use the game chat function. We're already paying a tech demo and a button.
Alright, me hearties, make sure you hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also, please consider supporting the channel
Oh god, the lag.
by becoming a member. Audiobook of a dark fantasy novel I've written will be available for members first very soon, and I'm hopeful it will be available on Amazon soon as well. The thing is, I realize it's important that we not just complain about what we don't like. Alternatives must be provided. So, I humbly ask that you consider becoming a member of the channel or buying the book when it becomes available on Amazon. I will be providing a synopsis soon.
They call the C button the cash button. Yeah, they did. They did. They should have changed. They'll change the letter from C to G. Also call it the greed button.
But anyhow, let's talk about the Switch 2, which more and more people are starting to compare to likely the most disastrous launch in Nintendo's history, the Wii U.
Oh no. They're calling this like the Wii U. No, Nintendo, what are you doing? You're repeating history once again. Like, they've had a hit with the Nintendo Wii, then the Wii U flopped, then the Switch became wildly successful, and now with the Switch 2, it's gonna happen again. Oh no. I didn't even think about that until now. Dude, holy shit.
The Virtual Boy was a pretty major flop as well, but that wasn't a mainline Nintendo system meant to carry the torch for the company moving forward. The Wii U was absolutely that. It was the follow-up to the Wii, which was an extremely successful console for the...
Yeah, and same with the Switch. The Switch is an extremely successful console. But now with the idea that Nintendo is just going to be doing this, what they're doing, something doomed to repeat it. Yeah.
The company. I always used to call the original Wii the AND system. The PS3 and Xbox 360 were OR systems. In other words, you had a PS3 or a 360, but the Wii was the AND system because you had a PS3 and a Wii, or you had a 360 and a Wii. Everybody had
I mean, I had both growing up. Like, I had a PS3 and then later on the 360 and well, my mom ended up getting a Wii when it came out. So, yeah, I had both.
a Nintendo Wii. So, the Wii U had a lot to live up to, but the name was a crushing component for the system. Nintendo did not market it very well, and the name Wii U didn't explain what it was to normies. Most people thought the Wii U was just a new edition of the old Wii system, so they didn't buy it, not realizing it was a whole new console. The Switch 2, which obviously carries the old name of its predecessor, runs the risk of a similar reaction from normies, though Switch 2 is a better name than the Wii U. People have more of a chance of instinctively understanding what Switch 2 means, but
Yeah, obviously.
now that Nintendo has pissed off a lot of people with this pricing stuff, they run the risk of alienating those of us
Oh god, the lag. Stop it.
who are plugged into the gaming world. We have been trying to tell them to drop the price, and they have been coyly hiding behind the news of the tariffs from this past week, hinting that they might raise prices even more due to those. And this
Oh god, the fucking I swear to God, I think because of the tariffs, this Jesus Christ, this still doesn't. Damn it, Donald.
feels like Nintendo
Damn it, Donald, you're lagging my stream.
attempting to deflect the anger that is being aimed their way to the President of the United States. But anyhow, let's read about this newest bit of greedy-ass nonsense and customer exploitation that we are hearing about from Nintendo. This article is from Polygon, where a Nintendo executive explains this new C button that is on their controller. It says, Nintendo has made its own
Discord-like chat app. Dude, just use fucking Discord. Tariffs don't affect digital goods. Well, no, but still. Damn it, Donald. Nintendo has made its own Discord-like chat app for the Switch 2. Just use fucking Discord. And it's going to charge you for it. Again, just use fucking Discord. Once the free period is over on March 31st, 2026, Game Chat and the C button that activates it will require a Nintendo Switch Online membership. Just make it that! You don't need to charge for it when the Switch 2 comes out! Oh, fucking God. We have our own Discord now. Just drain your wallet for us. Sodomites. Yeah. God damn it, Nintendo. So what happens if you aren't a subscriber and press the C button? Not much. Like, if I want to play the Switch 2, I don't use the C button. I'll just cover it with fucking tape. When I'm in a being decades behind the competition challenge and my opponent is Nintendo, yeah.
Discord-like chat app for the Switch 2, and it's going to charge
Stop, like,
you for it. Once the free period is over on March 31st of next year, Game Chat and the C button that activates it will require a Nintendo Switch Online membership. So what happens if you aren't a subscriber and press the C button? Not much. Vice President of Player and Product Experience, Bill Trinan, told Polygon in a recent interview. So basically, you can't chat with people in-game unless you are willing to pay for it.
that is so dumb. Like, I mean, I understand that PlayStation and Microsoft do this, but Nintendo doesn't fucking need to follow the competition. I can't believe Nintendo is gonna start support on their own exclusive racist VCs. Yeah.
We have reached peak gaming bullshit. They are now monetizing the ability to chat. No wonder gamers keep claiming that the hobby is getting worse. But reading on, it says you would be able to
find out about the NSO subscription there and get a sense of some of the functionality. Presumably, this is how you earn that game chat work. presumably, this is how you'd learn that game chat works a lot like Discord video chat works on PC. Nintendo, you could have just easily put Discord on there. Like, PlayStation and Xbox did that. You can easily put that on there. Mario Kart is going to become the new OG COD lobby. If it is, then it would be just a wild time to experience. You can talk with your friends in handheld or docked mode via the built-in microphone and stream your gameplay to each other. Whoopee. Okay. There's even a camera that you can buy to overlay onto your stream or just chat face to face. I wouldn't even do that, but okay. But unless you have an active Nintendo Switch Online membership, you'll have a whole button dedicated to nothing on your Switch too. It doesn't even sound like you can remap it to something else. That's stupid. That is so dumb. Like, why? It will just be a remainder of the $19.99 you may or may not be handing to Nintendo every year. Trident says the C button has a price tag because game chat is part of the overall platform experience, and that Nintendo Switch Online really is a critical piece of the Nintendo Switch 2 experience. Dude, everybody can say that with fucking PlayStation Network and Xbox Live, or even now with Xbox Game Pass. But that is not the reason why you want to charge somebody, or you want the experience to talk with people. Wow. Wow. That is just so dumb. It's just so stupid. He listed off some of the new Switch 2 exclusive benefits, like access to old GameCube games. I did see that one. It sucks that it's only going to be on Switch 2. It really is. And free upgrades to Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, they are free. They are free. They are free upgrades if you do have it. I was honestly a little bit nervous whether or not if they were going to charge $40 or more to upgrade Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild if you own them on the original Switch. But we'll see when the console comes out and when that happens. That subscription fee will be on top of a console that's already going to cost you $449.99. So $450 US, or possibly more if US President Trump's tariffs prompt Nintendo to increase it. We won't know if Game Chat will prove to be worth it until the Switch 2 releases in June. I'm gonna tell you this right here. It is not going to be worth it. Like, if you're going to charge people to chat in a video game, no one is going to use it. No one is going to just press that C button and talk with people on a video game. If it was my decision, like if I was a Nintendo executive, I would just stare at the person who made that decision and call him a fucking retard. Like, ain't no fucking way anybody is going to buy this. Like, not once. Like, that is just the dumbest reason ever to really consider charging people for a fucking service that you can talk with people. No.
Stream or just to chat face to face. So it sounds like it's even worse than a button that does nothing actually. Imagine bumping that button in a game. You're in the middle of a heated Mario Kart match and you
God damn it, internet. Stop lagging.
Accidentally hit the button and a window pops up telling you all about this service that you do not give a shit about. The article then gets into this executive's explanation as to why Nintendo did this, and again, keep in mind, this is the same executive that we looked at yesterday who told us that the price is the price when it comes to their games. The article says, though, unless you have an active Nintendo Switch Online membership, you'll have a whole button dedicated to nothing on your Switch 2. It doesn't even sound like you could remap it to something else. It will just be a reminder of the $19.99 you may or may not be handing to Nintendo every year. Trinan says the C button has a price tag because game chat is part of the overall platform experience, and that Nintendo Switch Online really is a critical piece of the Nintendo Switch 2 experience.
And just to comment on that, it's not the games that really is the critical piece of the Switch 2. It's not the upgraded tech that is inside the system. It's not the, you know, the ability to play any games that you want on the Switch 2 at a higher refresh rate, like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom at 120 hertz, 1080p, or 4K 60. It's not that. No. Nintendo Switch Online is the sole reason why you want to play on the Switch 2. Fucking die.
He listed off some of the new Switch 2 exclusive benefits, like access to old GameCube games and free upgrades to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
You know what else is coming out next month? The Transformers Sonic Collaborative Vehicle figures. Jesus Christ, I can't read right now.
And Tears of the Kingdom, so the dude didn't really explain himself, other than to say, we expect you chumps to pay for Nintendo Switch Online, and if you do what you're told,
stop lagging internet,
then this console will do all the things that old consoles were always able to do, like let gamers communicate with each other. I don't know about you, but the way this guy just turns everything into generic corporate platitudes simultaneously is disgusting and impressive.
That is true. Like, that's a good statement to say. Like, I hate this corporate bullshit that they're spewing right here. Like, can these people just be fucking honest for once? Like, please?
I don't think, though, that Nintendo should allow him to explain this stuff to the public any longer, but I'm gonna leave it there. What do you guys think about all this? Can you...
What do I think about all this? I think Nintendo is going to scam every single one of its audience members. Like, wow. Like, what the fuck is Nintendo thinking about it? I really don't understand that. Like, that logic just makes no sense. You're gonna charge people just to push a button and use game chat? Nintendo, just fucking end already. Like, you're fucking over 50 years that you've just been in the gaming industry. 40, 50 years that you've been around. What the fuck are you doing? Oh boy. Oh buddy. Now it's time to get equally frustrated. Dark Side Phillip. Playing through one of my favorite games. It's time to shudder through. So, the last time that I watched through this, we watched Phil progressively just being terrible at Breath of the Wild and also getting killed by a fucking door. It's still so fucking funny. Nintendo lost their way years ago. I like consoles, but I ain't buying $90 games. I don't think anybody's going to be buying $90 games at all. Like, if I'm going to be honest, like, nobody's going to be buying it except for scalpers who are going to try and nickel and dime everybody. Even though Nintendo says, yeah, we got ways to prevent scalpers from getting the consoles and being sold out everywhere. Man. Alright. Let's get into this video, and is it just me, or is my mic tweaking out? I think it's my bit rate. I think it's my bit rate that's being wonky. I might have to... Yeah, it's the lag. It's the lag. Hold on. I'm gonna fix the change keyframe. And then just gonna quickly do this. Okay, I'm hoping this actually does fix it. I lowered the bitrate and I changed my keyframe. I don't know why it was at 0. But hopefully now it won't lag on me. We'll see. I guess, but yeah. Let's try and see if this ends up being, if it ends up lagging. If it does, then I'm probably going to have to figure something out. Stream's current bitrate. I don't care, YouTube. I had to lower it. Like, fuck off, dude. Okay. Let's try and see if I lag in this. If I do, I'll just end the stream. And then I'll have to try and tweak some stuff around. But it should be okay if I'm not lagging. We'll see. Let's try. We're gonna try playing this video.
I do not know the timing.
Of course you don't know the timing, Phil. You never know the timing.
I'll try it one more time.
Oh no, he's gonna try one more time. Oh no. Hey, White Tupac, how's it going? Current bitrate is low. I don't care, YouTube. I did it on purpose. Unless if it's gonna ask me to try and up the bitrate, but I don't. I'm too. Let me actually try. Not much. Just some technical. Just some technical difficulties. You know, just some technical difficulties going on and trying to go through and fix. But yeah, I'm doing good. We're watching Darkside Phil failing at Zelda Breath of the Wild. Hopefully now everything will be fine. It says it's fine. Like, I'm not dropping any frames. Fuck off, YouTube. Okay, let's try this. Or let me end the broadcast really quickly and then just start it up again. Hold on.